LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
Right now we're going to have time and temp. 7:03 will be your kickoff tonight. 43 degrees, and that time and temp is brought to you by Dorico's Market, a full-service meat market and deli dedicated to providing the community with the highest quality meat selection at affordable prices. Worcester's go-to old-fashioned butcher shop and specialty market since 1947. Coming soon to 1123 Central Street in Leominster, online at Doricos.com. All right. Worcester Tech is getting ready to kick off here in the first half. Ernest May is doing the place kicking for the Eagles. And for those of you listening on the radio, Worcester Tech will be going left to right. Leominster's offense will be going right to left in this first quarter of action. Encarnacion lets that one go out of bounds, but we do have a flag, presumably for the out of bounds. So Leominster's offense coming on the field. Jake Tossi is going to be doing the honors, and Leominster is going to be starting their first offensive drive from, it looks like this. Come on, Christian, get those chains moving. Christian's lagging behind on those chains. Where's that down marker? Oh, we do have a flag. It's going to be against Worcester Tech.
They're going to make them kick it again, or are we going to get the ball at the 35?
35-yard line to start for Leominster's offense here. So Tossi is going to be in the backfield. Caden Constant, remember, both of these two players sharing the quarterback duties, but looks like Tossi is going to be starting things off here. Again, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from their own 35-yard line. Tossi is going to be under center here. Constant dots that I. Miguel Cabrera bounces it out to the right side. He's going to be able to bring this one all the way up to the 46-yard line on the far side. Bounces it just outside, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 Blue Devils from their own 46-yard line. One play, a 1st down already, Coach.
Yeah, sure. They got 8 in the box. That means from end to end here, they got 8 guys, and they're just trying to send people up in the gaps. And Coach did a nice job. They ran outside on that. He got the edge. I mean, they only have one corner outside of our tackles and tight ends, so you get outside and you're going to be gone.
Not often we see Leominster with the size advantage on the line, but you are seeing that here. Tossi once again under center, 1st down and 10. Get that pitch out to Constant. He bounces it out to the left-hand side. He's got the 50 and more. Looking like he's going to be getting about 11 yards, and it is. It's officially a gain of 12 on the play for Constant. It'll be yet another 1st down for the Leominster Blue Devils, and now they're in Worcester Tech territory.
Sure. They don't have any free safety out in the middle of the field, so, you know, usually when you see that, you try to throw a slant or go deep, but, you know, I think Coach Gates doing the right thing, just trying to establish the run, and he's going outside on these guys to just try to beat that, get to the second level.
And it's something he specifically mentioned in his coach's corner. He wanted to establish that run early. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils once again. Tossi hands it off to Constant up that A-gap. He's able to slice right through that A-gap and pick up about 7 yards on that one. First time Leominster has not gotten a 1st down on a play.
Sure, yeah. I mean, they're just they're running right at them, and you know, like I said, you get outside on them. They only have a corner out there, and everybody's bottled up inside. The safety's about 7 yards off the ball. So, you know, we just got to put our hat on somebody and run hard like we're doing.
Miguel Cabrera being taken a look at on the Blue Devils sideline. Can't tell if it's an injury or an equipment issue, but he's sidelined with Tossi now under center once again, the I formation. He gives the ball to the first man through. It's Nico Martinez. He's only going to be able to get maybe a half a yard. It looks like actually officially no gain on the play. So first time that Leominster is going to face a 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Blue Devils from the Worcester Tech 35-yard line. So what do you dip into your playbook here? The run is working, but now you got a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think he may go off tackle or outside looking at the defense, but we're just trying to wear him down and go really fast. So we'll see. what we do, maybe a power off tackle.
Lemonster in the eye again, and you've got that pitch out to Caden Constant on the left-hand side. A little bit of an extracurricular there going out of bounds. Constant certainly showing his authority there right at the end, but he's able to pick up a first down for Lemonster, and the chains move yet again.
Sure, they have some good athletes on the edge. But like I said, I mean, they're bottled up inside the box, and you get that edge with just one cornerback in there. The linebackers are real close to the line, so if we can get outside a little bit, we might take one into the house here.
Looks like Lemonster happy to keep Tossie under center here, happy to continue to work the rushing game. If they can establish that, then not necessarily going to need the dynamicism of the pass this week, hopefully. Tossie running into Cabrera there on the handoff, so that play gets blown up in the backfield as Tossie essentially tackles his own man, so it's going to be officially no gain, but there is a flag down on the play, so we'll see what this one is.
And Vogue's only giving up 10 points a game, and I understand their schedule is not as difficult. That's why they didn't make the playoffs, but they are giving up 10 points a game, so they do have some talent.
We have a face mask here, so personal foul on that play. This one's going to be against Worcester Tech, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty. So this will march Lemonster well into the red zone of Worcester Tech. And so now short field here for Lemonster. Looks like it'll be first down and 10 from the Tech 16-yard line. So Lemonster doing a good job marching the ball down the field. Multiple first downs here in this opening drive for them. And it looks like they're going to give them the same medicine.
Yeah,
no difference.
And that hurts. We ran into each other, and they had just a 1-yard gain. They got a big face mask call.
Absolutely right. Cabrera's going to bounce this one out to the outside. Flag is down on this play.
Maybe a horse collar.
I think you might be right there. Looks like the Worcester Tech defender bringing Cabrera down hard. We've been seeing a lot of that this year. Some of it called, some of it not. Aggressive play. Another personal foul, face mask again by Worcester Tech. So that's going to move the ball once again. So a 15-yard penalty, if that is so. It's going to be a spot foul, though, right, Coach?
Sure. It's too bad. That linebacker made a really nice play. Shot the gap and tracked him down. But can't have those penalties.
And that's the big bugaboo. If you're going to give up the yardage, that means you're likely going to give up the points as well. So Lemonster right now finding themselves in a second down and short on the Tech 8-yard line. Looking to put this one in the end zone. Once again, Tossie is under center. Constant dots the I. Constant's going to get the pitch, and Constant is going to be in the end zone for an 8-yard score. So that's going to be a touchdown, Lemonster.
All right. Yeah, I mean, just attacking that edge. You only have 3 or 4 guys from the tackle out, so I think it's some good calls by Coach Gates, some good blocking up front, and just hanging on to the ball, no penalties, and basically getting 8-9 yards of carry is pretty good.
I think you're absolutely right about that, and taking advantage of the penalty yardage that they are being given. Lemonster setting up for the traditional PAT.
There we go.
Terry DiOlivera puts that one through for Lemonster. So Lemonster now up 7-0 with 8:54 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Lemonster on top of the Eagles of Worcester Tech here in the early going. Do you see any need for any adjustments? It looks like Lemonster's offense firing on all cylinders in their rushing attack. Anything that you can see, though?
Yeah, you're getting them off the ball. You're running the ball really well. Just keep doing that. To have the patience to do that, it's they don't have a safety. They have everybody up on the line. So I think if they start to send people, meaning blitzing and things like that, and you get backed up, then you may have to go to the air. But right now, we just keep doing what we're doing and play tough football.
Absolutely right about that. This first quarter action is brought to you by Acme Carpet One in Lunenburg, a local family-owned floor covering store doing business in the same location for over 50 years. 4 generations of quality work because they are your neighbors. There are lots of pros and cons in the flooring business, and these are the pros online at acmecarpet1.com. Lemonster getting ready to kick off once again. We'll now be able to see Worcester Tech's offense on the field for the first time, and Lemonster with a rare early lead in this one this season. Kick is away. Kick bobbled there by the Worcester Tech player. And he is taken down emphatically. Makai Newton on the tackle, in with Caden Constant as well. And that was Pignon on the return for Worcester Tech. That's Fabian Pignon on defense. He is a defensive back, and he is one of the wide receivers and playing special teams. So playing all three ways tonight for Worcester Tech. So the ball is going to be on the Worcester Tech 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. You're going to see a lot of interesting, well, maybe not interesting formations, but when I was doing my game prep, I found things interesting. Right up that A gap goes the first man through for Tech. That's going to be ball carrier there. Looks like number 5, so that is going to be, I feel like that's the one player we're not going to have.
Charles Manoon Jr.
Charles Manoon Jr., number 5. Charles Manu Jr. Welcome to the ball game. He was in all of the game film,
Sure.
and then he's not in the starting lineup. Absolutely fantastic prep.
The secret weapon.
Under center goes Tech once again. Manu Jr. gets the ball. Once again, he's going to roll that out to the right-hand side, and he'll get out of bounds. It'll be third down and about 2.5 to go for Tech in order to get the first down.
That looks like the old bounce play. You know, you attack you attack C gap, and then if there's nothing there, you bounce it outside. So they run it to the left and the right. See if they come back to it or throw downfield to the tight end here.
Keenan Fleming for Worcester Tech doing the quarterbacking. I formation for Tech. Manu Jr. is going to get the ball again, but Caden Constant blows that play up in the backfield for no gain. Tech's going to find themselves in a 4th down and 2 right off the bat in this opening drive. So already going to have to convert on 4th down or punt.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up the punt here. So just catch the ball and take it upfield.
Field position going to
penalties,
be, no penalties is the big one, but it looks like field position will be good for Leominster. Cabrera makes it into the backfield. He's almost able to block that punt, but a very fortuitous roll for Worcester Tech, bringing that punt all the way down to the Leominster 25-yard line. That was a boot.
Yeah, very nice punt. I mean, you can't complain about that. You shift the field position. Now, Worcester Tech's got to play a little run defense here. See what they do, if they're going to line up everybody, all the linebackers close to the line and just keep sending people and trying to make a play in the backfield.
And this becomes the interesting thing. Leominster right now content to continue with the rushing attack because it's worked so well, but that then allows Worcester Tech to be able to make some adjustments, and eventually Leominster's going to have to keep that defense honest because, as you said, they're going to be able to start stacking that box and sending in linebackers
Sure.
to be able to get in the backfield.
I mean, they have eight guys inside the tackles here.
Already.
So
I formation for the Blue Devils with Tossie under center.
Keep running the toss and get outside here.
Makai Newton now the ball carrier for the Blue Devils. He's able to bounce it outside for Leominster. A bit of a pig pile on him, having a little bit of trouble getting up.
Yeah. I mean, they're attacking the ends. I mean, they're doing a pretty nice job of stringing it out. They just got to fill inside. The linebackers are getting caught up in the wash in there, and they really got to try to get their way to the backfield. But that wasn't it seems like it was a good play, but they got 7 or 8 yards.
Yes.
From a defensive perspective.
You've got that right, yeah. And if you give up 7 or 8 yards, then that just means you're giving up first downs every other play.
Sure.
I formation yet again for Leominster with Tossie under center. Newton dots the I. He's going to get the ball, and he's going to bounce it out to the left-hand side yet again, and he has room to run. Taken down, however, across midfield, but a humongous first down gain for the Leominster Blue Devils rushing attack, spearheaded right now by Makai Newton.
Yeah, they're just they're running like a counter trap here. I believe I didn't see if anybody pulled, but they just ran the counter to Makai, and he, stepped inside, got outside, got a block, and had a little crease there. I think if he would have kept his footing, he might have been able to get more yardage, but we'll see.
Having that extra lineman on the counter to be able to give you a little bit of an extra push and maybe a little bit of extra space, helpful when it works well. From the eye yet again. Leominster able to move this one.
I think that's
it is Nico Martinez on the carry. That's number 15 for Leominster. He's able to pick up another 7 yards. So right now, if we were able to have stats, if you and I weren't able to just chit-chat, if I was doing my regular job, I would say Leominster right now averaging probably 7 to 8 yards per carry, and that's exactly what you want as an offensive coach if you want to establish the run early.
Absolutely, and they're just chewing up yards and moving the ball.
Tossi looking to pass here, looking downfield to Encarnacion. He makes the catch, and that's going to be a 26-yard pitch and catch. Tossi to Ricky Encarnacion. It was one of those situations, Encarnacion had the size there, and he was able to elevate and use it, and the Worcester Tech DB had no chance at that ball as soon as Encarnacion elevated.
Yeah, and he put the ball out there. I mean, he should have got it up a little more because the defender was right there, but again, I think athletic ability, and Ricky just went up and got the ball over the defensive back. But, you know, that's the problem when you try to put 8 guys in the box with no help over the top. You know, you're out on an island, and the kid was right there, but Ricky made a nice catch.
Absolutely right. Tossi under center yet again. Cabrera is going to get this one from the 4-yard line for Leominster. Looks like it's going to be just short of the goal line. They're going to down the ball at probably around the 1/2 yard line there. Cabrera trying to go right into that A gap. Leominster setting up right again quickly from the 1. Going to try to punch this one in.
Yeah, they're firing up the line right away. Get on the ball and go.
It's going to be Cabrera once again, and Tossi puts his hands up for the touchdown, and it is a touchdown, Leominster Blue Devils.
Well, they're getting on the ball and running play after play after play, not giving Worcester a chance to get set up and just running the ball. And, you know, obviously this is going to wear on them if this keeps up in the second quarter and moving forward.
One of the things, though, that you notice here right away as Leominster sets up for the traditional PAT, the confidence with which Leominster is running their offense. This is not something that we have seen. This is shades of going back to the O'Connor era, shades of the Delakiai era, shades of eras a little bit in the past, simply because we haven't seen this level of confidence day in and day out from the Blue Devils. It's nice to see them this confident going out there.
And we've had stretches this year where we've moved the ball, but I think if you look back at the film, we've made 1 or 2 penalties that get called back. And, you know, Coach Gates and I have spoken. I mean, nobody wants to be 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15. I mean, there's no plays in the playbook that are any good for that down and distance.
Right.
So, I mean, that's hurt us throughout the year, being 2nd and long, 3rd and long, and this is a situation where you're getting 3, 4, 5, 8 yards on first down. I mean, you got the whole playbook. Anything, I mean, case in point, they just threw the fade to Encarnacion there because they're 2nd and 2. So, you know, it really opens up the playbook. It's a little easier to call plays when you're not, you know, 1st and long.
Thumbing through them and trying to find one, right?
Everybody wants to call a play when it's 2nd and 1.
You've got it right. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Correct.
Leominster, the extra point was good. Leominster up 14-0 with 5:08 remaining here in the first quarter of play, and looking to kick off now for the 3rd time in this early one. 2 men back for Worcester Tech, ready to receive. Low liner, getting all the way to Manu Jr. once again. He is the primary, oh no, pardon me, that is Pignon for Worcester Tech. That's Fabian Pignon for Worcester Tech on the return there. 5:03 remaining. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Worcester Tech.
Yeah, let's see. They've been running that off-tackle play. I mean,
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if this coach, being down 14-0, tries a little play action to the tight end. I'll be honest, I haven't watched their offense, so I'm not sure they have that in their arsenal, but see what happens here.
I formation once again for Worcester Tech. Manu Jr. in the backfield takes this one, but goes directly into the arms of a waiting Nico Martinez in the linebacker core, but able to pick up 4 on the play as Manu Jr.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's their bread and butter play. I mean, they're running to the left, right, last 3 or 4 plays. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, that kid obviously can run the ball, and we were able to get him down after a 4-yard gain.
Coming to the line quickly is Worcester Tech. In the I formation, you've got that pitch, and sweeping out to the right-hand side is Manu. He's able to get the outside edge, but is taken out of bounds. It's going to be about close to the 38-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and a long 4 for the Eagles here from the Worcester Tech 38-yard line.
What a great time for a screen right now.
You're right.
You know,
You're
first
right.
pass of the game, 3rd and 5. See what happens. We got to stay on sides here. Watch the old fake clap.
That was from the gun is Fleming, and there's a
under.
quick under pass to Aiden Smith, the tight end.
Yeah, what a great call. I mean, that kid's running for 10, 12 yards if he catches that ball.
You got that right, but instead it's going to be a 4th down and 4 for Tech, and they are going to be forced to punt yet again. Riley Costa back to receive for Leominster. Punt is away. Yet again, a good bounce, but Costa picks it up, and he's going to go for the return for Leominster. He's made it all the way to the 35, now the 40, and he's going to be taken down at the Leominster 44-yard line. Interesting letting that one bounce, but then picking it up with a defender kind of right in his face, but able to bounce it out to that far side and make something of it and get great starting field position for Leominster.
Well, that's called being up 14-0 and feeling a little confident.
That's right.
And I'm going to grab the ball with 3 guys around me and run. You know, so I mean,
it's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, when you're playing with confidence, I mean, those are the types of plays that you make. You know, you don't want to drop the ball there because everybody's going to be asking you why you picked the ball up. But he made a nice play and he got some positive yards.
Caden Constant now in the quarterback position for the Blue Devils with Mackay Newton in the backfield with him. Constant and Newton going over some of the plays.
Well, we got twins into the boundary, so we're running this way.
Flag on the play right away. It's going to be a false start against likely Leominster.
Yeah, what Devin's doing there is he's putting 2 receivers into the boundary to see if they send their guys over to cover them, and then he's going to run to the wide side of the field where, you know, hopefully nobody's there.
That's
so
right.
We'll see if we got
no change there in the formation for Leominster. Constant with Newton in the backfield, a pair of receivers to the right. And just like you said, Coach, Newton coming to this near side, but reverses direction well in the backfield.
Gotta be a flag,
we got
exactly.
multiple flags on this play, but Newton still going. He's got nobody in front of him. This one right now looking to be like it's a 61-yard rush, but this one's going to be coming all the way back and then some with multiple flags on that play.
9 out of 10 times when you get crisscross applesauce out there with the run back
That's
and
right.
forth, you're going to get a clip, a hold, or something's going to be called.
That is one of our favorite names that you've given to plays, crisscross applesauce. We do love that.
Yeah.
You must be the father of young girls.
Well, you are correct.
Crisscross
there.
applesauce.
Yes,
There you
yeah.
go, says Coach Velazzi. So this one's going to be coming back, and Leominster was in a 1st and long. Now they're going to find themselves in a 1st and even longer. So the playbook now gets extremely thin. The rush has been working well. Do you stick with the rush here with 1st and...
And that's too bad. I mean, you know, what a great run. What a great
it was
run
beautiful.
from Mackay. And, you know, it gets called back, but they'll give him a little rest, get a little drink on the sideline, and give him the ball again.
You've got that right. Constant still out there in the quarterback position for Leominster, talking to the other back in the backfield, 46 on your play sheets here in the backfield with Constant. Constant asks for the ball. He's going to keep it himself and roll it out to the right with multiple blockers. He finds some room, and he's going to get a bunch. Does not yet get it back to the original line of scrimmage. 46 in the backfield with
Braden Martin.
Yes, Braden Martin. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 170 is Braden Martin coming out. And that is because, of course, as you said, Newton had that 61-yard rush. He needed a second to gather his thoughts. So a nice job, a nice block there by number 46, Braden Martin, a sophomore coming in here into the varsity game. And Newton's coming back in, so Martin's going to come back out for a few minutes. But how important is it in a game like this to get your underclassmen, if you're able to continue to garner a comfortable lead, how important getting this varsity game experience is going to be for these underclassmen?
Very important. I mean, these kids practice all week long. I mean, they're going against seniors, kids that are bigger than them, and to be able to get the experience, the game time experience is enormous. And you know, right there, they're just playing cat and mouse with the twins into the boundary, and then we ran to the wide side of the field with Mackay, and now they just ran a QB power to the short side of the field with Martin leading the way. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, Mackay's back in the game, and what do we got? Second at about 13.
Yep.
So, you know, just keep the run going and keep doing what we're doing.
Mackay is back in there. Constant is going to remain the quarterback. He's going to be in the gun once again, and he's going to have Mackay Newton directly to his side. But as you said, Coach, we're still going to have those twin receivers to the far side. Newton's going to get the handoff. He's going to bounce it out to that side, but Worcester Tech blows that one up into the backfield. That cat and mouse game, Worcester Tech's starting to get wise to it.
Yeah, they just they shot the gap there, and you got him, I got him, nobody's got him, and two guys came through with untouched, and that's going to be a negative play. So we get third and about 16 here. So I don't know what if coach is going to go to the pass or maybe a screen or a draw or something. We'll see.
Going to be interesting to see. So as you said, third down and about 13, and it's going to be from the Blue Devil 39-yard line with 2:01 remaining in the second quarter.
QB keep.
That's right. Constant bouncing it out to the right-hand side of the formation. Not able to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a fourth down and about 11 for the Blue Devils around midfield. We know that Coach Devin Gates is very aggressive in his play calls, but I think given the 14-point lead, you're going to want to play field position here.
Sure. And again, penalties. I mean, penalties are killers.
Yep.
And we get a big play, a touchdown. The game should be 21 to nothing, and those penalties are killers. So we just got to keep playing. The field position right now is a huge part of it, but these kids got to play the game the right way and minimize the penalties.
Pignon and Manu Jr. back to receive this punt from Leominster. Leominster asks for the ball. The punt is away. Looks like it's going to be heading in the direction of Pignon, and Leominster is going to keep things right there. And so Worcester Tech is going to get the ball at their own 37-yard line to start this offensive drive. So it'll be a first down and 10 from the 37-yard line with 1:32 remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first quarter. They score here, and, you know, it's a ball game. So, I mean, they got to be happy about that stop.
Is it the first quarter or the second quarter? First quarter. I was looking at, I'm like, the scoreboard said, I'm like, it's already halftime. We're having so much fun.
We're paying you to do everything tonight.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't do it. Mike Griffin's blaming me. Oh my goodness. Manu Jr.'s gonna get the handoff and bounce it up. I was like, I know, Coach, we're having a lot of fun, but that's a lot of fun to be having.
Mike Griffin over there is the greatest in the state.
He is the greatest in the state, but he blamed me. He said, did you set the clock? I didn't set the clock.
I think it's Mr. Tossi over there.
I wasn't going to call him out. I wasn't going to call him out. Second down and short for Worcester Tech from their own 45-yard line here. I formation. Manu Jr. is going to get the ball again. He's able to get first down yardage and more. He's going to bring it out to the 49-yard line. So the sticks are going to move, and the first downs in this first half are brought to you by Leominster Credit Union. Make your plans happen at LCU. It starts with membership. Check them out on the web at leominstercu.com. At Leominster Credit Union, you're somebody. First down and 10 once again for Worcester Tech from their own 49-yard line. I formation. Manu Jr. dots the I.
Pass.
Back to pass goes Keenan. Ooh.
So they're running C-gap. They're running off tackle. We're in a 3-4 defense. Our D-line, they just change them out. Coach Murphy changed them out. And they, you know, particularly our nose guard, he's got to play strong, tough football and take up two blockers so those linebackers can fill that gap. And if that's not happening, you know, you're going to get chunks of yards off tackles. So we got to maintain our pad level down there with our tackles and just get a little push and stop that off tackle play.
This is high-level analysis coming in this week. I formation again for Worcester Tech. Manu Jr. finds a hole there, but he runs into Encarnacion. Encarnacion able to save the first down yardage, and it'll be a 3rd down and short for Worcester Tech. Beautiful wrap and tackle there by Encarnacion to save that first down.
Yeah, so what they're doing, they're going off tackle, and you can run it inside, and you're trying to block people out, but then you call the bounce play, and it looks like the same play, but then you bounce it outside, so you're kind of putting a lot of pressure on that end, and the linebacker's got to fill in there, and that's a perfect example how they just, once they reach the second level, he bounced it outside, and he almost scored on a couple last 2 plays. He's got 1 tackle, and we gotta strengthen that C gap up, or somebody's got to start making plays. I'm sure Coach is going over that right now.
Absolutely right there. That's going to do it for the first quarter of action. Now that we got the scoreboard right, I was very worried that we were already at the half when things were going really fast. I was like 7:32 and we're already at halftime. Now Mike Griffin tells me, Kate, second quarter, we're good to go. I thought it was halftime. I thought we were going home early tonight. But apparently Mike Griffin says, no, we're working the full game tonight.
Well, the running joke, maybe Coach Dubzinski was coaching tonight. You run the ball all night and you're out of here in an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, done. That's absolutely fantastic. I love that.
And the man went to 10 Super Bowls, so he did something right.
He knew something right? Man, oh man, start of the second quarter tonight from our Walker Orthodontics mobile broadcast booth. I'm Kate Robbins. Is someone in your pod not sleeping well? Talk to Walker Orthodontics in Lunenburg, a pioneer in advanced airway orthodontics at 978-345-7988. Online at drwalker.com. Walker Orthodontics is your first step to a better night's sleep. Right off the bat, that was a quick change of sides. It was a 3rd down and 2 for Tech. It looks like Fleming was going to keep that one, and he gets enough for the first down yardage. So right there, Keenan Fleming from the quarterback position. We saw this in the game film. He can get sneaky. He will, in that double wing, on occasion in short yardage, he will do a quarterback sneak. Pretty darn effective at it right there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, these guys, they're running off tackle, and now they're running up the middle. So let's see here what we have off tackle, see if we can maintain our pad level, see what adjustments we made here.
I feel like we're getting into like launch angle type analysis tonight with you, Coach. Here comes from the backfield Manu Jr. on 1st down and 10 from the 40. He's able to pick up about 4 yards on that one. Worcester Tech, it's basically as you like it. I mean, it's as advertised from Coach Robbins. They're going to play their game, and they are here to enjoy this Week 9 action from Doyle Field. If you haven't noticed, I don't know for our friends on Leominster TV, the gentleman that's on the near sideline on the crutches is the head coach for Worcester Tech, Coach Robbins, out here on crutches, coaching his team with a headset on. Kudos to him doing yeoman's work. Leominster looking to blitz here on 2nd down as Fleming rolls out to the right. The ball is caught after about 11 yards, and that's going to be caught by Jan Vals. He's a senior captain, Jan Vals, at the wide receiver position here for Worcester Tech. So that'll be a 1st down and 10 for Worcester Tech from the Leominster 36.
So the coach after the first quarter knew we were going to make adjustments to that C gap. He's gone A gap, and then he did a play action off of the C gap play that they've been running. So 2 tremendous calls.
So it's all about that chess game. Things moving quickly here now for Tech as Manu Jr. bounces it out to the left side. Luckily for Leominster, he is chased down by Ricky Encarnacion, but not before getting a good chunk of yardage. He picks up about 18 yards on that play. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Worcester Tech from the Leominster 9-yard line. All of a sudden here we start the second quarter, and Tech moving the ball quickly.
And there's that bounce play. He ran up in C gap and bounced it outside, and they sealed the end, and there was only one guy out there. That's why they were able to get an 18-yard gain.
Once again, the quarterback sweep out to Manu Jr., this time going to the right-hand side, but the Leominster defenders, that first level of the defense, not fooled there, so it's going to officially be no gain on the play, so it'll still be up. They're moving the chains now. It's going to be 2nd down.
6, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 7. 2nd and goal from the 7. And Mike Griffin is making fun of me. He says, just look through your binoculars. just look.
There you go. We'll see if he's got a play action here or something.
I formation here for the Eagles. Fleming under center.
Yep.
It's going to be a pass play. Fleming now scrambling on his own, and he is taken down hard by Leominster, by number 3 for Leominster. That's Jared Viola out of the cornerback position, but he's able to advance the ball 6 yards. It'll be now 3rd down and goal from the Leominster 1. My prediction, Keenan, so good at that quarterback sneak. I think we're going to see Fleming take it himself and punch it in here.
Yeah, I mean, our defense is got to step up here and make this go to 4th down, make them make a decision here.
Tight set in that double wing, and as predicted,
yeah, I think they're
Fleming's going to keep it, and they are in. So the Eagles of Worcester Tech with their first points of the game. They're able to put up 6 on the quarterback keeper from the 1-yard line, with Keenan Fleming keeping the ball, going right up that A-gap, able to put 6 points on the board, and they are setting up for that traditional PAT. Who in Ernest May? I think that he and I might be the same height, the place kicker, Ernest May and I, but he's been doing a phenomenal job. He was just in the running back spot, and he was blocked there, however, on the extra point by Leominster. So unfortunately for Worcester Tech, only 6 points on the board from that drive, but points on the board nonetheless for them. So we're going to bring things back upfield. Leominster's offense looking to get back on the field quickly and close that gap.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Worcester Tech, you come here, you get shocked a little bit. Two touchdowns, quick touchdowns by Leominster, and now, you know, all of a sudden they say, hey, we can play with these guys. You're getting a little bit of confidence. You get a touchdown. It's 14-6. So, you know, we got to put together a drive and score some more points to take that confidence out of their mind.
And that's one of those things. You can kind of see it. They were getting their legs under them in the first quarter and able to adjust. And now, if you're able to get points on the board like they just did, this is, in their mind, a ball game. This is by no stretch a situation where Leominster is now running away with this. Leominster's offense is going to have to start to execute here, and they're going to have to continue to put points on the board because this Tech team is not going away without a fight.
No, they're going to play hard.
Ball sent the way of Brian Aguilar on the return, finding a bit of a hole, but dragged down by 3 Eagles on that return, able to bring it back all the way to the Blue Devil 42-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Blue Devils from their own 42 with 8:26 remaining in the second quarter here from historic Doyle Field. If Mike Griffin's going to come at me, I'm going to go right back at him. That's right. What's the score in Westfield? Man, I got to find out.
That's right.
Gotta find.
Hey, we'll see what happens here. I mean, keep in mind, Tech gets the ball in the second half, so we got to put some points on the board here, and it looks like starting out with our I formation.
End of the first quarter, tie ball game, 0-0. Fitchburg and Westfield right now out at Bellins Field in Westfield, Massachusetts. It's 0-0. Newton with the carry for the Blue Devils here, able to pick up a couple of yards. Tossie once again in at the quarterback position. That's something I got to remind myself to continue to look for. Coach Devin Gates switching those pieces out so regularly. From a coaching perspective, when you are going up against a team that has multiple quarterbacks and it kind of changes the dimension of the offense, how hard is that to prepare for as an opponent coach?
Well, you know, you have your particular plays with a certain quarterback in. You go over those. I mean, you obviously have to be ready for anything that an offense runs, but it can narrow it down a little bit as far as a running quarterback and a non-running quarterback.
Tossie under center once again. Newton dots the I. Newton gets the handoff, and he is going right up that A gap there, able to get it to midfield and just beyond. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 from the Worcester Tech 49-yard lines for the Blue Devils. So moving the ball.
Yeah, and here's what I would tell Mackay. Mackay, you know, obviously he had that big run, but he's a hard runner. He's trying to get back outside and run a 60, get a 60-yard gain. Hit the hole, run hard through the hole, and you're going to rip through these arm tackles, and he's going to be off to the races. I'm sure the coach is just going to say, hit the hole and run hard.
Newton dotting the I once again with Tossie under center. Newton gets the ball, and he bounces it out just to the outside on the left, able to pick up about 5 yards. That's going to be a 1st down for Leominster, so Leominster will have 1st down and 10 from the Worcester Tech 44-yard line here. So moving the ball, committing to the run, clearly. Committing to the run, but doing a nice job being able to go to the pass when they want to keep the defense on their toes.
And I want to see Mackay hit the hole here and not dance.
And not
right?
dance.
Right?
Yeah, you
He's
did
on
see that
center.
lateral movement in the backfield
Sure.
from Mackay. So you want him to find that hole and commit to it
go,
early.
And go. He's a tough runner. They're not going to bring him down. Hit the hole and go.
Constant now with the direct snap from the quarterback position. He was in the gun. Constant keeps it. He's going to be able to pick up about 2.5 yards there for Leominster. So it'll be second down and about 6.5 from the Worcester Tech 42-yard line.
And we're doing a good job of getting guys in and out of the game. And, you know, we got a second down here. I'm wondering if coach is going to go to the pass here. They don't have a free safety, so look for Miguel Cabrera here, just running straight down the field with number 2 covering him. I would say it's a touchdown.
Constant from the gun once again, looking to pass now. Downfield is Cabrera, and he's able to make the catch from center field. Dragged down, but not before he makes it into the end zone. It's going to be a 41-yard pitch and catch to Cabrera for the touchdown, and celebration ensues down in the end zone for Leominster. They are feeling it tonight, are the Blue Devils, and right now they're up 20-6 with 5:38 remaining in the second quarter and looking to add more points on the board right now.
And that's tough. I mean, number 2's covering him with no help over the top, and you know Cabrera's got some good speed. That's a tough gig out there by yourself.
And a nice job by Cabrera in my estimation. When you're in center field and you have to come to a complete stop and just wait and wait and wait. We're gonna have a flag on this one. We had a jump, I believe, from Worcester Tech, and it is going to be Worcester Tech does jump on that one, so it'll be a little bit closer now for the Leominster Blue Devils on this extra point play. But very difficult if you're Cabrera being in that center field position, and it seemed like an eternity waiting for that ball to get to him. But having the sense of mind to be able to get the ball, turn, and extend to the end zone, a nice play by him.
Yeah, sure. Nice play coming back to the ball, catching it, and then scoring. Great play.
Tossi does the holding here for Leominster. The kick is up, and it is good for Leominster from that range. So Leominster right now on top 21-6, 5:38 remaining in the second quarter as the teams come back up the field. Leominster's confidence increasing once again with a 21-6 lead, but don't discount this Tech team. They're on the board.
Sure, and you know, Vokes just trying to send the house and not play a safety and try to stop the run, stop Leominster's run and leave no help back there. And Coach Gates had a nice call with a pass, and you know, let's see if our defense can stop them. I mean, they just went down and had a good drive. I mean, if Vogue can go down and score here, they get the ball back in the second half.
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah, so we need to play some good defense, no penalties, and tackle.
You're right. After this play, I would like you to think here for a moment. We're going to have to name our hardworking player of the first half. So I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. After this kickoff, we will we'll do the read and we'll chat about that. Leominster here looking to kick off yet again with this 21-6 lead here with 5:38 remaining in the first half of play. Kick is going to be on its way. Headed toward Manu Jr. He bobbles the ball. Pardon me, that's Pignon once again. He looks a little frustrated with that on that bobble. He was looking upfield as he was attempting to catch it. I think he may have heard footsteps, but regardless, Worcester Tech able to retain possession of the ball, and it'll be first down and 10 from the Worcester Tech 25-yard line. So our hardworking player brought to you by Catania Oils of Air, who promises authenticity in every drop. Their blend of olive oils can be used at the table in your favorite recipe, also for sauteing, baking, or broiling any meal. A New England staple for 7 decades, you can find Catania Oils at your favorite grocery location, online at cataniaoils.com. Manu Jr. there with a first carry of this offensive drive. Coach Palazzi, hardworking player of the first half. Who do you think you've got?
Yeah, we have 3 touchdowns. We have a lot of good players. You know, I got to go with Newton. You know, he had a great run that got called back, and he's running hard. You know, he'd be my pick at this point, but it could go to a number of guys out there. Martinez, Constant.
Rushing attack for Leominster looks good. And here, back in the live action, Encarnacion gets into the backfield as Manu Jr. once again coming out of the backfield. He bobbled it on that sweep to the left-hand side, so kind of took his concentration for a moment, and Encarnacion able to fly into the backfield, but not before a pickup of just a few yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 here for Worcester Tech from the 28-yard line.
Yeah. See if he goes back to that play on the under route that the kid dropped earlier in the game, or he's just going to do the bootleg to the out pattern with the receiver at the top of the
I
screen.
Formation.
There it is.
Keenan looking for the pass. It's intercepted by Leominster. Leominster, Riley Costa on the interception, emphatically giving the ball back to the official. Leominster's offense feeling good. Leominster's defense feeling just as good, able to help out there. Coach Kevin Murphy's got to be happy with that play.
Yeah, what a nice play by Riley. I mean, he undercut the pass, and the kid on the outside was open right away, but you know, these kids are closing. I mean, that would be the difference from playing a Division II team
Right.
as opposed to 5, where, you know, we have more kids in our school and we have a little more speed out there, where normally that might be a completion, but Riley just broke on the ball and got a good catch.
And in my estimation, a great job by the defensive backs. Simply, Worcester Tech doesn't pass all that often, so to take advantage when they do, absolutely fantastic. Constant sends this one out to Newton. Newton able to bounce it out to the right side on this near side, able to pick up a handful of yards there on that pass from Constant. Constant once again in at the quarterback spot, Coach.
Yeah, those are runs. I mean, you know, my old saying was I'd throw the ball every down. I'd run the ball every down. We just catch it first.
That's right.
I mean, those are the screen plays that you like to see, where he's just taking the ball and dumping it to Mackay, and Mackay gets a gain of about 12.
Looks like Coach Devin Gates is going to spread things out a little bit. Looks like Constant is going to be within the gun with Newton in the backfield, but we got a pair of receivers to either side of the formation. Be interesting to see how Worcester Tech defends this. Once again, Constant from the gun. Newton in the backfield with him.
There he goes. He hit the hole.
Newton hits that A gap for a touchdown. It's going to be a 17-yard touchdown by Mackay Newton.
Yeah, they're just spreading him out now, and he hit the hole going hard, and now they got, you know, they only have 7 in the box here now, and all the other DBs are covering the receivers, and they're just running the ball.
Well, you mentioned it just a moment ago. The numbers situation is key here, because you have a lot more, you have the opportunity to have far more skilled players that you can tap the shoulder of and go, okay, we're going to spread things out now, and we're going to see what happens. They've been putting 8 in the box on defense. Make them put 7, make them spread that defense out and see how well they defend.
Sure. And I mean, we have 4 wide receivers, and they don't have a free safety, so that would be 5 and 6 in the box. So you could see what happened. Mackay just broke the second level, and there's no safety there. So, you know, he scored.
Help. There's no help there.
I mean, I think it's a good job by Vogt. I mean, they're just picking their poison.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
You want to try to stop the run, and then we throw the ball. So, you know, they're just. I think the coach is doing a good job. He's doing what he can to try to stop our offense.
And that's one of those things you have to, essentially, the head coach's job on that other side is, okay, what are we going to be able to stopgap? If you can't stopgap all of it because you don't necessarily have the personnel to do that, tough choices need to be made. And in that instance, like you said, with no help from a free safety in the back, you're gonna have to be able to try to make those coverages where you can.
Yeah.
Leominster able, however, to take advantage and score now 28-6. Leominster on top of Worcester Tech with 3:28 remaining here in the second quarter. This feels like the second quarter. This feels like the second quarter. I like that. Mike Griffin assures me it is the second quarter, Kate. Leominster ready to kick off here. Once again, it's going to be Pignon and Manu Jr. ready to receive, and it's going to be Pignon once again. Pignon hit hard. Encarnacion has been on nearly every single tackle on special teams all night long. His speed, his closing speed especially, and his ability to wrap and tackle, it's like watching a clinic.
Yeah, he's just he's out athletically. He's just a great athlete running down there, and no one can block him. He's just coming through untouched.
Fast and fundamentally sound.
Yes, he put his head down and made a nice play.
Fast and fundamentally sound. That's what you like if you're a coach. Once again, we have Keenan Fleming. Going to be under center here. Manu Jr. is going to dot the I. Manu Jr. is going to take that. He'll try to hit that gap on the right-hand side, but he is met by 2 Leominster defenders nearly immediately. They blow that one up quite quickly.
Yeah, and he made a nice job just staying low, and he knows they're going to run.
Yeah, knows that they're going to run, and it's one of those things where Leominster's defensive line doing a nice job tonight filling in the gaps. They wavered a little bit there early in the first quarter, but that defensive line doing a nice job filling in any and all gaps. And right now, especially on defense, Leominster outsizing the offensive line for Worcester Tech. It's fairly noticeable, and those holes are closing up quickly.
Long time in the huddle, too.
Yes. Manu Jr. once again getting it, and he runs into not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 white jerseys trying to go through that initial gap, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 8. Make that 3rd down and 7 now, all the way back at their own 27-yard line for Worcester Tech.
And that's the difference. You can see, I can see it from up here. Our pad level on our defensive line is low. We're firing off the ball, and we're not allowing those linemen to get to our linebackers.
Well, and we talk about it often, how important the game in the trenches is, but not just the game in the trenches, but going through and being, in week 9, potentially, physically exhausted, but maintaining your composure, maintaining your fundamentals, like you said, that pad level, key in order to fill those holes. Manu Jr. once again bouncing it off to the right-hand side on 3rd down, but he is taken down quickly by the Leominster defense. A nice job there on the outside. I believe that was Cabrera and Constant helping out there on that tackle. Worcester Tech not able to get to that outside edge tonight.
I mean, we're just the defensive line is doing their job.
That's right.
They're not getting blown back. The offensive linemen are not getting to our linebackers, and that's really the key to a 3-4 defense. You need your 3 down linemen up front to take 2 blockers up, and then they seem to be doing that now a little better than the last drive.
4th down here. Worcester Tech going to be forced to punt. This is taking a long time for this play to manufacture. We get 10 seconds now on the play clock, waiting and waiting and waiting, and there's the snap. Almost another block for Leominster there. This time Encarnacion back to receive. He's going to return it. He is beyond midfield, but yet again we have a flag on the field, but Encarnacion still trying to run. But we've got laundry on the field.
And here's where you're going to see some flags on special teams. Obviously, if we start scoring a lot of points, you get those flags that you don't want to see, but sometimes they're penalties and sometimes they're not when you have big leads, if you know what I mean. And I get it, but sometimes it's not fair to the sophomore kid that gets in there that has a long run, and then you get the proverbial flag because they don't want the score to be 42-6.
You're absolutely right about that. So that one's going to bring Leominster's offense all the way back to their own 45-yard line to start this offensive drive. Our drives in the action for the first half are brought to you by Tom's Automotive. Looking for quality auto repair? It's time for Tom's. Tom's Automotive of Fitchburg is known for providing quality auto repairs at affordable prices the same day you bring it in. Tom's Automotive, fix right the first time and on time. Online at autorepairfitchburg.com. Tossie looks to be in the gun right now.
Costa on the carry.
Ooh, Costa, high tackle there by Tech, but Costa able to flush it out of bounds here to the right. Officially, it's going to only be a gain probably of about 1. May even be no gain on the play there. 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Blue Devils once again. Constant coming out to give Riley Costa a spell in the backfield. So Tossie's remaining in there at quarterback. Constant is going to be with him. So both of the quarterbacks for Leominster out on the field at the same time. Pair of receivers to either side of the formation. Constant, the lone back in the backfield.
Again, no free safety. 14, I mean, if you want to score.
Here's your opportunity. Yeah. Blue Devils, as predicted by Coach Palazzi, looking to pass. Encarnacion goes up, but it is picked off out of the air by Worcester Tech. Defender went up for that 50-50 ball, and it was one of the rare times Encarnacion is out-leapt. He was going into triple coverage there.
I mean, the ball's just got to be thrown just a little bit earlier before the defenders have a chance to regroup. As you know, he and Carcione put his foot in the ground and made the break. That's when the ball should have been thrown. Just a little bit late there, hung it up, and the kid was able to make a nice play. But, you know, many people think you might take a knee there, but we've been scoring, and they're going to get the ball back in the second half. So you're trying to score.
With 21 seconds left, obviously, they got a long field in front of them, but this could be, for Worcester Tech, phenomenal opportunity to try to go, you know, a 1-for-1 here. They have the score to bring them into the half, and then, as you said, they're going to get the second half kick as well.
Sure.
Oh, but they are going to kneel it. So with 21 seconds remaining in the half, he takes a knee. Sure. 28-6 right now, Leominster's lead on top of the Eagles of Worcester Tech. Ball is set back down. The clock still running, 10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, I was talking, you know, a lot of people, because we're up 28-6, and I had this happen when I was coaching, you would think that Leominster would take a knee and just let the clock run out. But Worcester's getting the ball back. They get the ball back, they score, they go 3 and out, they score again. It's a whole other ball game. It's a 1-touchdown game.
You've got that right. You know. Both teams are headed, well, Leominster headed into the locker room, Worcester Tech headed to the end zone out by Green Street, out by the Morton Street Hill. Leominster's marching band coming out, getting ready for their halftime performance, as always. So at the half, this half is going to be brought to you by Bank Hometown's free checking account. It works for you. With free bill pay, mobile check deposits, and over 4,000 free ATMs, visit bankhometown.com or stop in to their convenient Leominster branch on Sac Boulevard. To open a free checking account, earn up to $200 and unlock your potential Bank Hometown member FDIC. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have your first half recap, halftime scoreboard, and much more. I got to give Coach Palazzi a break. He's doing an excellent job helping me out tonight, so I'm going to give him a halftime break, and when we come back, we'll have halftime action for you. We'll step aside for just a moment, but don't you dare go away.
LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors: Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
Fitchburg
tonight? I buy the blue ones.
He buys the blue ones.
Well, they have red and blue. Why is everything red and blue? The choices I have to make.
Oh, man, I love it. All right, we've got our opening kick of the second half to Worcester Tech. It's going to be Manu Jr. bringing this one back. Good field position to start for Worcester Tech here, all the way out to their own 42-yard line. Start of the third quarter from our J&R Glass broadcast booth. I'm Kate Robbins. Our view isn't because J&R Glass is glass, offering quality and dependable service at a price online at J&R. Of the first half, Coach, Leominster Monument in Lunenburg, locally owned with on-site quality craftsmanship for over 40 years. At Leominster Monument Company, memories are forever. Online at leominstermonument.com. Right after this play, this one from the eye with feeding under center. It's going to go to Manu Jr. once again, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1. What do we think about that monumental play of the first half there for Leominster? I liked the center field catch by, was it Cabrera who caught that?
Yes, yeah.
For the touchdown. I thought that was a fairly phenomenal play, especially considering the hang time coming out of that ball.
And he took it into the end zone, so you have to go with that.
Got to give him that. All right, once again, it's going to be second down and 12 for Tech, and it's going to be a handoff to the far side. It's going to be Manu Jr. once again, and he's just going to get railroaded out of bounds by a litany of white jerseys from Leominster's defense, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long. Let's talk mid-game adjustments, though, Coach. Builders Surplus in Lunenburg has a great selection of first-quality building materials at prices you'll like online at builders-surplus.com or stop by 29 Summer Street. You know what you need. Get it at Builders Surplus for less. What kind of mid-game adjustments do you think that Worcester Tech needs to make tonight?
Well, they're probably going to be looking for a big play, but it's going to be tough because they're always third and long, second and long. But unless they can get that big play, and they're in gun here, so we'll see. The guy ran off the field here. I think they have 10 guys.
Yeah,
on the field.
Derek Robbins, Coach Derek Robbins asking for the timeout. One of the rare miscues thus far, pre-snap by Worcester Tech. They've done a nice job of making sure they've stayed disciplined pre-snap there. Our second half kickoff, just to make sure that we are keeping up with all of our responsibilities, is brought to you by Manny's Appliances. Manny's Appliances features a complete lineup of major brand name appliances with exclusive rebates the big box stores do not have. Manny's voted #1 appliance store by our community year after year by the best. From Manny's, 120 Hamilton Street in Leominster, the official appliance dealer of the Worcester Red Sox. And one last item of business. We're going to have our second half time and temp brought to you by Airport Auto Parts. It's second generation of automotive recyclers, provides the best customer experience. Let them put their expertise to work for you online at airportautoparts.com. Second half time and temp, it's 8:14, 36 degrees. It's going to get down to 29 tonight, Coach.
Lucky I have the stove going at home.
That's right.
Keep us warm. Yeah.
Worcester Tech looking to pass here, but brought down hard. Ball's on the ground. Looks like Worcester Tech able to pick that one up. Falling on the ball was number 44 for Worcester Tech, and we'll take a look at who that is. That's Brian D'Souza, senior linebacker, or fullback in this case, on offense for Worcester Tech, but that's going to bring them all the way back to 4th down and a country mile from their own 22. And so out to punt are the Eagles, a very low punt for Worcester Tech. This one's going to stay on the Worcester Tech side of the 50-yard line and be down there. So Leominster with fantastic second half starting field position here, looking to continue to put some points on the scoreboard, Coach.
Sure, just be physical up front and set the tone and play football. I mean, I'm sure that's what Coach said at halftime. No stupid penalties, play football. Don't play with your mouths, play with your pads, and just go out there and let's try to run the football.
Wiser words have never been spoken, in my opinion. Single receiver to either side. We're going to have, it looks like Tossie back under center for Leominster. Leominster in the I formation. Looks like Newton will be dotting the I, and he gets the pitch out from Tossie. He's going to take it to the left-hand side. He finds a hole, and he's going to bounce out to that outside and bring the ball all the way to the Worcester Tech 40-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of about 12 on that play.
Sure, and I'm sure the coach at the halftime told him, hit the hole hard, put your foot in the ground and make a cut, and that's how he was able to get outside with nobody out there. He hit the hole hard and they collapsed and he bounced it out.
I could blame Christian out there on the chain gang, but it's my bad. Not a gain of 12, a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be second down and 2. Got to blame somebody.
Yeah. Well, he ran past 2 yards, so
I can't blame you, and Todd's not here,
No.
so my options are limited. I formation once again with Tossie. He gives it to the first man through. That's Nico Martinez, but he is met unceremoniously once again by Brian D'Souza from Worcester Tech. He was not fooled on that play, and he let Nico Martinez know it.
Yeah, he's a good player, 44 for them, Brian D'Souza. He's playing tough.
Now, when you see a member of the defensive line get through that quickly through an offensive line, what is that indicative of when he's able to slice that quickly?
Yeah, I mean, you can do one or two things, change up the cadence, or it's just a missed assignment, or they had 2 guys in one gap, and, we took the wrong guy. I mean,
Constant's going to keep it from the gun here on 3rd down and 5. Constant, as the year progresses, I know health has been an issue for him on and off throughout his high school career, but there are times like right there, he looks so fast coming out of that backfield on that direct snap from the quarterback position, able to get first down yardage there, but his speed, there's a reason why he's listed as an athlete.
And that's what I'm talking about with Mackay. I mean, Mackay's so big and so fast.
Yes.
If he hits the hole like Caden is right now, he's going to break those tackles. But he's a junior and he runs hard. I'm not saying anything in the negative, but he'll learn that as he gets older.
Oh, once again, Constant to pass. but the defense able to jump the route once again. That's going to be Gabe Thorin for Worcester Tech. So that's 2 passes now that Leominster has attempted to throw, and they've been kind of lame ducks in almost both cases, and Worcester Tech taking advantage.
Yeah, it's, you know, you got to throw the ball when the receiver's even with the defensive back or the linebacker, particularly when there's no safety back there, and you know, he's just got to put a little bit more air under it and throw the ball up and out and let the guy run into it, run under it.
Wide receiver coach Jose Navarro looking a little bit upset on that one for his wide receiver core. 2 interceptions against the wide receivers tonight. So you'll be certain that they'll be having more conversations about that. But out of the double wing, here comes Worcester Tech from their own 36-yard line, and that one's going to be given out to Manu Jr. once again, and he'll take that out to the right-hand side. It'll be a quick pickup of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the Worcester Tech 43-yard line.
Sure, and I'm sure if they go first down, running this offense is going to be a timeout, and Coach Murphy's going to lay into them that we've seen this out of Shepherd Hill before, so it's just a matter of toughness and staying low, which we need to do.
And there's that sweep once again out of the double wing formation. Is this an instance, I didn't see it, where you have that counter on the line is going to switch sides to give you that extra blocker on that sweep out of the wing. You're able to get that extra blocking on the opposite play side, able to get 1 yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and short for Worcester Tech.
Yeah, we have to stay low. We got to make sure their offensive line is actually on the line of scrimmage. That's one of those ways you can cheat. See how far back their offensive line is. They look like they're up there. So.
Fleming gives it quickly to the first man through and gives him a pat on the back on the way by. He's able to get 1st down yardage, but the ball is loose, and Leominster has gotten the ball. It looks like Caden Constant able to come up with a fumble recovery for Leominster. So although Leominster gives up the interception on offense, their defense comes right back and gets the ball. Constant from his defensive position says thank you very much. He'll give Jake Tossi a tap on the shoulder and come off for a spell for just a moment, but a fumble recovery for the defensive backfield for Leominster.
Yeah, their coach is pretty upset, and I don't blame him. I mean, I think forward progress may have been stopped for a little bit of time there, and you're losing 28-6, and you get a 1st down, and all of a sudden the ball goes the other way. So he's over there on the crutches, just trying to trying to yell at the official, and you know he may have a little bit of a point there.
I think he might from the gun. Here's Tossi with Newton in the backfield looking to pass. Looks like that could have been a fumble, but we got a forward pass there potentially.
Yeah, it's they're just they're blitzing guys through A gap. They're sending 6 or 7 guys and getting in there untouched. It's tough to throw the ball with guys in your face.
Coach Murphy and the offensive line coaching staff probably going to continue to have a conversation with those offensive linemen. Fill those gaps. Make sure that your quarterback has a second to be able to find his receiver. And fortunately for Leominster, that one falls harmlessly to the ground, and Tossi in the gun once again with Newton in the backfield. Oh, there's a flag. 73 is going to take that one for Worcester Tech. He didn't even attempt to come back. That's Curtis Morris, senior defensive lineman. So that's going to march Worcester Tech back 5 yards. So now it'll be 2nd down and 5. Coach Derek Robbins is slamming his crutches into the turf in frustration. This has been a difficult few minutes of game for Worcester Tech.
I think you just run counter here. You run a counter and you give it to Newton. And you wall off one side, and there's no safeties, off to the races.
Pair receivers either side of the formation. Tossi from the gun. Newton's going to block.
He's throwing it a little earlier, but he's got to get it out there.
I think you're right about that. That one was intended for Jack Fish. Once again, Fish waiting for that. The pair of receivers on that near side was Encarnacion and Fish, but both defended pretty well by Worcester Tech on that one. But once again, Fish, the receiver, waiting for the ball for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, Tossi, he threw the ball at the right time. He's just got to set his front foot and rip that left arm through and put it up and out. And he's just got his hand under the ball, and it floated a little on him. But Fish was definitely open. If he made a nice pass, he might have scored.
It'll be same formation, but the quarterback will be different. Constant now in the gun with Newton next to him. Pair of receivers either side, but Constant's going to keep the ball. He finds a hole, 1st down yardage, bounces it out to the outside. He's going to continue his way all the way downfield to about the 20-yard line of Worcester Tech. It looks like officially he'll be out of bounds at the Worcester Tech 24-yard line, but significant first down yardage out of the backfield for Constant.
Yeah, there's a QB counter. I mean, you don't have any help on the second level. You only have linebackers, and they're sending them up A gap. So if you can break that first level, you're going to be off to the races. But you can see they're just playing straight up man out here. So.
And we'll talk right now that second half moving of the chains brought to you by Fidelity Bank of Leominster. At Fidelity, the idea that businesses do well creates a brighter today. A pass,
nice pass.
Nice
pass.
Looks like Aguilar on the pass there from Constant. It's going to be a touchdown for Leominster there. It's going to be Constant Aguilar once again. And as you said right now, playing man coverage on the defensive side of the ball for Worcester Tech. And right now, they don't have a lot of help back there, and Leominster taking advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who you are in high school. I mean, if you're going to play man-to-man with no safety, all the offensive guy has to do is just get in front of you and get to the middle of the field. And, you get a nice pass from Constant. He puts the ball on him, and there you go. You get a touchdown, 34-6.
It's a good feeling if you are wearing blue and white this evening to get those kind of points. Terry DiOlivera doing the place kicking for Leominster. Tassi will hold for this extra point. Taking our time here for a moment, getting ready for the extra point. DiOlivera with the kick up, and the kick is good. So Leominster goes up 35-6 here with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Once again, I'm just going to quickly finish that second half moving of the chains read. We're halfway through, and bam, Constant decides to throw a touchdown pass in the middle of it. So with Fidelity Bank of Leominster, the idea that businesses do well creates a brighter today and tomorrow for everyone involved. It's a win-win-win. Now, who doesn't like that? Your Fidelity Bank helping you get where you want to be with heart. ACC action tonight as well. Our good friend Mike Pallin checking in, taking on Virginia Tech tonight. ACC action right now. BC is up.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of football. It's the fall, right? We got playoff games, high school playoff games. We got ACC action now. I mean, pretty soon we'll be calling every game.
Tough, though, now with Clemson not doing all that well this year. You don't hear a lot about the ACC, but...
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a great playoff again in college football.
It certainly is. Once again, Pignon and Manu Jr. back to receive this kickoff. It's going to go to Pignon once again. Pignon is going to be taken down by Makai Newton fairly quickly. Got about a 5-yard return there before Newton said, that'll do. We'll keep you right there. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Worcester Tech from their own 28-yard line. 5:56 remaining in the third quarter. Leominster right now up 34-6 in this Week 9 matchup.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting good practice. A good story about my dad when we were kicking off.
Love Togo Palazzi
Yeah, we kept kicking off, and we weren't very good at kicking off, and the team would get the ball in the 35. And I said, Dad, we're kicking off 5 times a game. That means we're scoring a lot of points.
That's
right.
right.
I never thought of that.
Thanks, Togo. Love it.
Exactly.
On that carry is going to be Jan Vowles out of the backfield for Worcester Tech. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Score update coming to you from Westfield. Right now, the Bombers on top of the Red Raiders of Fitchburg, 7-0 in the third quarter of action. We'll be keeping a keen eye on that one. Going to check in on Billy and Todd from the double wing. Here comes Worcester Tech with a quarterback sweep again. And quickly to the boundary is Manu Jr. needing help to get up from the official on that one.
Yeah, looks like we got about third and 8.
3rd and 8 once again. Not exactly an ideal position to be in, especially from your own 32-yard line.
See if they go to the air or go to that under route here, but they look like they're in the double wing.
They're in the double wing once again, bunching up tightly with a fullback in the backfield. It's going to be that sweep. Nobody there, though, for Fleming, so he's going to have to keep it himself. Only able to move the ball about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 to go from the Worcester Tech 34-yard line. Fourth down, it looks like 4th down and 5 to go. So they'll bring on the punt team, and they are going to play field position. Looks like Encarnacion will be back to receive for Leominster.
Yeah, I mean, they could have went for it there, but he elects to punt.
Kick is away for
Well,
Leominster. Ooh, that was a little precarious.
Yes, a little dicey. You got to get away. Poison call,
Poison.
right?
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Well, Leominster will luckily take over here with 1st down and 10 from their own 43-yard line coming up here.
See if we're going to get some younger kids in here.
Do we see any clean jerseys? Not yet. They're all clean now with the turf, though, so it's hard to tell. We do have a few people coming in. We've got 23 coming in. Yep. That's going to be Bryce Tobin, his sophomore, 5'10", 170.
Sure.
Halfback, so he's in there. Looks like he's going to be doing some blocking. So Tossi's going to be under center. You're going to have I formation. Constant dots the I this time. It's going to be a pitch out to Constant. He's going to come left. He's going to get to that outside edge. He's found a hole. He's only got one more man to beat. He's got it all the way down to the Worcester Tech 26-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. That's a big pickup, and he moves the chains. Leominster now deep into Worcester Tech territory, looking to strike yet again.
Yeah, they're just running that sweep outside. And again, if the end doesn't get there, you got a linebacker and a cornerback. If they get tied up, they're not going to make the play, and that's what happened. You got guys from the other side of the field tracking them down. So, give coach from the other side a lot of credit. He's just got their guys up there being tough, trying to make plays.
Josh Cormier now in the game as well as part of the I formation. Constant's going to dot that I with Tossi under center. Tossi's going to look to Constant, but then he's going to give it off to Jack Fish, who sweeps out to the right-hand side, but he is met. Flag is going to be down. This is likely going to be a face mask, I believe. We shall see.
The coach is going to blow a gasket.
Yep. Personal foul. This one's going to be against Jack Fish, though. Jack Fish with the face mask, so that one's going to march Leominster back 15 yards on that personal foul.
Oh, the old stiff arm offensive face mask call.
You don't see that very often.
Yeah, no. Well, you do when it's 34-6.
That's right.
Those are the ones I was talking about.
That's right.
As long as the sophomore doesn't score a touchdown and
you take it away.
Mom loses her mind at home because some fictitious flag.
That's no bueno. That's no bueno when that happens. So it's going to be 1st down and quite a few from the Worcester Tech 44-yard line.
Sure. And you want to play respectful, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to try to run the score up here either.
I formation, Tossi under center. Constant's going to dot that I once again. Single receiver to either side. This one's going to be the first man through. This one's going to go to Josh Cormier, but he is going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll have no gain, maybe even a short loss on the play after all is said and done. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 29 to go here.
Nice play by the D-line there. They're playing. They're still playing over there.
Second down, pardon me. 2nd down and 29. My apologies.
2nd down and North Leominster to go.
That's right. Got to get to Morton Street to get the 1st down.
Yeah.
Love it. Same formation as before. However, we have a new back dotting the I. It's going to be Riley Costa, I believe, 18 dots the I, but he's taken back in the backfield again on that one. It's going to be another loss on the play, so it'll be a loss of about 5 yards. So this should be a 3rd down and 34 to go.
That's a lot of adding.
That's a lot of adding. Yes, that's a lot of adding.
I think you're right, though. 35.
34 or 35, and not only that, your playbook has to be paper thin.
Yeah, just throw it up at this point as a punt. If they catch it, it's a punt.
You've got it. Change the field position here.
But again, no safeties.
Yep, once again, I formation here. Costa's going to dot this I. Tossi's going to look to pass. He gets it out to Fish for the completion. Fish able to break that first tackle, but meets a slew of black jerseys shortly thereafter. Takes it out of bounds with 3 Worcester Tech players, so it'll be 4th down and a whole bunch of yards. So Leominster's punt team is going to come out. So we're going to play field position. And Worcester Tech is going to get the ball back here with 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Once again, Leominster right now on top of Worcester Tech 34 to 6 right now.
Sure. Just a little quick screen. Coach not getting too crazy. Just throw the ball out there. Fish.
See what you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
What'll they give me? Ooh, a high snap there on the long snap, but luckily the punt is away and gets a Leominster bounce. Leominster bounce all the way to the 5-yard line, and that'll be downed by Jared Viola. So Worcester Tech will start this drive on their own 5-yard line. First down and 10 from the 5-yard line.
Oh, look at Dale Diamantopoulos down there. One of the great basketball officials, also does football games. The official on the side, old Lunenburg coach.
Tall.
Yeah,
Tall human.
Great guy.
Tall human.
Great coach too.
This is an interesting situation. You get different crews when you get to this part of the year. So a crew we haven't seen here very often. So nice to see some new faces.
I think our coaches are happy.
Probably. I can imagine. I can imagine you're probably right there.
Well, we get these stereotypes about certain officials when we think they don't like us.
Adoniska Brew.
Because we see them every Friday night.
It's nothing personal, right?
No.
Adoniska Brew on the carry there for Worcester Tech. We'll sweep right by that one. You're not the athletic director.
No.
You don't hear any complaints.
That's right.
That's right. Everything's sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, Todd's not even here to complain. Yeah. Oh man,
he loves officials.
He does. Having been one, you would think that he would be everybody's best friend. No. Fullback on the carry there for Worcester Tech. That's going to be 44. Let me get his name for you. That's going to be Brian D'Souza once again on the carry. Right now, Worcester Tech trying to get this out of the shadow of their own end zone, able to move it up just 2 yards, but 3rd down and about 7 to go here with only 5 seconds left in the quarter.
They shouldn't run away until the other team does.
That's right. That's right.
I was Volk. I would have hiked the ball.
I would have, yeah. The entirety of Leominster's team was changing ends of the field. And with 5 seconds left, if you would have thought quickly, there's no, I mean, everybody's in front of you, but they have to figure out what's going on first.
When you're losing 34-6, you got to look for stuff like that.
That's right. You're not wrong about that. The teams are going to change ends here. The last, 4th and final, most important quarter of the game coming up. Leominster right now up 34-6. That means we are not going to have running time in the 4th quarter because the differential is not enough. So looks like the clock will continue to run as normal as the teams change ends. Any changes if you are Worcester Tech that you think that they need to make here in the 4th quarter?
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to, obviously the coach is not dropping back and throwing the ball. I don't think that's their best way to go about their game plan. So he probably doesn't want to get his quarterback hurt or something like that at this point in the game. But, you know, you never know. You want to go out there and try to play and score. You have a little pride. I mean, you know, whether you're overmatched or not, you always want to score as an offensive coordinator, but you don't want to get somebody killed either.
That's right. And it's one of those things, you don't want to change your entire identity as a team. I mean, we're 7-1 coming into this game. You got to do what it is that got you here. First man through is going to be pummeled by Encarnacion. That was Ernest May on the carry for Worcester Tech. Encarnacion meets him and says, how do you do?
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of a 3-4 defense when you're doing what you're supposed to do. And then Encarnacion just shot the gap and made the play.
Worcester Tech now back to punt on 4th down. Encarnacion now going to be on the return as well. It seems like he's in on every single play at the moment. He finds a little bit of wiggle room out by the 40-yard line. Leominster here set to have tremendous field position to start this offensive drive. This is going to be deep in Worcester Tech territory as the offense comes back on the field for Leominster. So Leominster will have 1st down and 10 from, it looks like, the 20.
Now we
4?
See, yeah.
23?
Now we see some subs here.
There we go.
Yeah. Now we see.
Now I really get to earn my money.
Aaron Christopher, number 4 in the game, wide receiver.
Yes, there he is.
Yeah. Coming out. Is he coming off now?
Tossie still in the game at quarterback. Brandon Martin, the sophomore, is going to be dotting the I. Dominic Swain in as well, number 33. Go, little cousin, go.
This is where you call a timeout and just try to organize.
And just take
a
second.
Guys running in and out and trying to sub in, trying to do the right thing.
You got that right. So it'll be an I formation. Swain will be in there, and Martin will dot the I. Tossie ready and under center. Play clock is under 10 seconds, so Leominster needing to snap this one quickly. Tossie hands it to Martin, who is unceremoniously taken down in the backfield by number 56. That's Wyatt Dancy of Worcester Tech. So it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play for Martin, and Dominic Swain coming over and helping him put his shoulder pads back on, because that's exactly what Dancy took him down by.
Yeah, that was a nice play. I mean, he just beat his guy in front of him, made a nice play in the backfield. Now you're 2nd and 11.
Once again, I formation, single receivers to either side. It's going to be Swain, and Martin's going to dot the I for Leominster with Tossie under center. Tossie once again looks for Martin. Martin finds that A gap. He's able to break a couple of tackles and move things back beyond the line of scrimmage and gain 3 on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and 8 for Leominster from the Worcester Tech 20-yard line. With the starting field position that Leominster has had here in this drive, having a 3rd down and 7, 3rd down and 8 becomes a little bit difficult. You want to keep marching that ball down the field, but as you said, some clean jerseys in. You've got some second-teamers in right now, so you're wanting to get them varsity reps here. Sure. So that's the most important.
Yeah, just trying to get a 1st down and keep the game going and get some guys some carries and some playing time.
Coach Gates changes the play from the line of scrimmage. It's still going to be an I formation with Swain and Martin. It's going to be a pitch out to Martin to the left-hand side with Swain leading the blocking out to that far side. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 or 3, so it'll be a 4th down and looks like 4 to go for Leominster.
Yeah.
Offense staying on the field here for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and their D-line is just playing tough for Worcester. And, it may want to spread it out and run the ball, but I think Coach is doing the right thing. He's just, simple
taking time off the clock.
Yeah, simple I formation and run tosses and off tackle.
Once again, out of the I, single receivers to either side of the formation with Swain and Martin once again. Tossie gives it to Martin once again. He's going to follow that lead block from Swain up that A gap. Going to get quite a few yards, and it's going to be a nice 4th down conversion there for Leominster. Whistles and a flag, however. It's going to be a legal procedure against Leominster, so that's going to march them back.
Yeah, you hit the hole hard, and you got the 1st down, but you're going to get a penalty, and it's going to get called back.
Yep, so now it's going to be 4th down and quite a long way here for Leominster. It'll be a 4th down and 9:02 remaining here in the 4th quarter of play for Leominster. Same personnel package is going to remain on the field. As wide receivers for Leominster. Aaron Christopher is going to be on our near side.
Look for the counter here.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Let's see if it comes to fruition, Coach. I formation once again with Swain and Martin. Martin takes the ball once again with that lead block from Swain off to that left-hand side. He's going to pick up a couple, but not enough for the 1st down. So turnover on downs for Leominster. Worcester Tech will be taking over, but a long field in front of them to get some work done. So although you're not able to get the convert on the 4th down, although you're not able to get a score, the field position remains in your favor if you're Leominster.
Sure. Well, Coach is not going to throw the ball there.
No.
They're sending the house, and they got 7, 8 guys in the box, and Coach Gates is just doing a good job, just keeping the score down. And unfortunately, when you're carrying the ball, it's not so much fun when everybody's coming at you. But we're running hard, we're playing hard, so we'll just keep playing the game.
Not wrong about that. Fleming under center once again. He's going to give the ball to, I keep forgetting 25's name. That's still Ernest May, Kate. Got to remember that one. I'm going to have to write that one down because that one's not remaining in the brain at all.
If you may.
That's right, if you may.
Ernest May.
The importance of being earnest, correct?
Yes,
it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Worcester Tech from the 22-yard line. I formation, single receivers on either side. Once again, this time it's going to go to 23 out of the backfield. That's going to be Gabriel Pignon out of the backfield.
Yeah, Josh Cormier made a nice stick right there. He came up and filled that hole and really made a good hit.
Quickly, it's going to be 3rd down for Worcester Tech. Personnel package changes once again. Second teamers coming out on defense for the Leominster Blue Devils, as well as on the offensive side of the ball. Leominster's defense in the last several offensive drives that Worcester Tech has had, doing a nice job stopping them. They had 3 and out on the last offensive drive, and Leominster looking to do the same thing here again on defense. Once again, in the double wing, you've got that pitch out for Worcester Tech, but Leominster not fooled, going directly in to the backfield. Ball carrier there was Jan Vals. He's going to be a senior captain, but not able to get anything going, so it's going to be 4th down and 11 now.
Yeah. And if you're at home and your son goes in the game on defense, you're almost rooting for them to get a first down so your kid can keep playing, right?
Keep playing.
Poor Dominic Swain runs into the game for one play and they're punting.
That's right.
You know?
He's back in there again, though. He's playing offense as well. He's in that part of that I formation. Another flag there. That's going to be a horse collar tackle against Worcester Tech as Viola was taken down unceremoniously by Leominster coaching staff. Checking on him. He says he's okay. But that's going to go against Worcester Tech, so that'll be a personal foul, so add 15 onto that play. So Leominster's going to have fantastic starting field position.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Yeah, that way. Yeah, there we go.
They don't want to call those, but you have to call that when the kid's head gets twisted around. I mean, that was could have had an injury there, and I'm sure the kid's not doing it on purpose, but just trying to make a play.
It's been very interesting to see. I've seen, especially the last few weeks, a lot of high tackles. We haven't seen very much of it. We haven't seen it called all that much except for the last few weeks. So 15 yards tacked on. So once again, Leominster with tremendous starting field position on this offensive drive. Once again, we're going to have some second teamers in on the action. We'll let you know who they are. Wide receiver core is going to be made up of Aaron Christopher. Jack Fish is going to be on the far side. Tossie is going to remain in the game at the quarterback position. He's talking to the two backs in the backfield, Swain and Martin, there as part of the I formation. So again, Swain and Martin dot the I here. Tossie under center. Swain's going to get this carry, and he's going to take it to the outside, the right-hand side of the formation. He'll pick up a few. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from the Worcester Tech 28-yard line.
Good little run. Good little run. Got 4 yards, it looks like, on first down, and give the sophomore the ball and just try to get some first downs here.
What I like most about this is the amount of communication that you're seeing out of the senior quarterback, Jake Tossie. He is taking a moment before every single play to personally go up to each of the backs and discuss with them. Look at, he's going directly to them. He's not taking anything for granted that these underclassmen are completely aware of what their expectations are. So he's going over it with them, taking the time to do it. The clock is their friend. 10 seconds on the play clock. Under center goes Tossie. He's going to give that off to number 6. That's Robert Wheeler, sophomore. That's 5'7", 170. He's going to take the ball. He's going to move it a couple more yards. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 from the Worcester Tech 25-yard line.
Yeah, they're just mixing it up, getting some kids some playing time. He ran hard up in there, and just keep moving the ball, making the right plays, and don't take penalties, and try to finish the game strong.
Well, and that becomes the biggest thing, is the penalties. And again, obviously penalties, and then making sure that you're taking time off the clock as well. So once again, Tossie under center with the I formation. Robert Wheeler's going to dot that I with Swain in front of him. This time Swain's going to take the handoff, first man through. He's going to take it through that B gap on the left-hand side of the formation. A pile is forming. Tossie's trying to help out. Forward progress is going to give Swain 1 yard on that play, so it'll be a 4th down and 2 to go for Leominster. Their offense stays out on the field. Just 2 yards they need to move the chains.
Sure. And, you know, you don't want to get in a situation where you look like you're running up the score. Again, it's hard to coach in this game if you coach Gates, because he's a respectful coach. Certainly. And you don't want to put more points on the board and things like that. But you want your kids to play hard, and you want your younger kids to get some experience. So it's one of those things that you kind of caught in the middle, you know.
It's a balancing act, that's for sure. I formation once again. Tossie's going to hand this one off to Wheeler this time. Wheeler picked up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. So once again, it'll be a turnover on downs for Leominster. Worcester Tech will take over starting field position from their own 30-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 from their own 30.
Sure. And you know, you put young linemen up front in the line, too, when you have 7, 8 guys in the box, and they're blitzing A gap, B gap, and, you know, those young kids are not going to be able to pick up the blitz. That's why you see a lot of tackles in the backfield with guys unblocked.
You're right about that. 1st down and 10 here out of the wing once again. It's going to be my good friend, Ernest May. He's going to take it. Ooh, gets knocked out of bounds. pretty good there, almost flipped over, but he's going to get a pretty good chunk there. It looks like it's going to be a gain of 8 or 9 on the play on that first down, so it'll be second down and short.
And you saw the speed there. I'm sure he gets outside and he sees that end zone. He's going to hit it hard. I mean, they're 7-1, and I'm sure they had a lot of success this year, but they're playing to the end.
You're right about that. We have an in-game update for you from Brady's Restaurant at 37 Mechanic Street in Leominster. Offers chef-inspired cuisine by the region's best-loved chef, Bill Brady. Brady's menus are approachable and wallet-friendly. Many dishes are available gluten-free. Eat, drink, enjoy life at Brady's Restaurant. Menu available online at chefbrady.com. Did you see who had the carry there?
I saw our
was it Ernest?
Edgardo Santiago on the play for Leominster.
Oh, okay. I think Ernest May for Worcester Tech had that. Our in-game update right now, third quarter, Westfield on top of Fitchburg, 7-0 still out in Westfield. So a quick carry there for Westfield. That's going to move the chains. That's enough for a first down. So it'll be first down and 10 for Worcester Tech now in Leominster territory from the Leominster 46-yard line.
Yeah, we may have a dramatic fashion out in Westfield.
We're going to have to keep watching that. We're going to be done before them, I have a feeling, though. This game's moving fast and furious. We'll take it, right?
That's right.
First down and 10 once again from the 45. Worcester Tech out of the I, and hello, welcome to the ball game. Malik Newton into the backfield, number 70 for Leominster, and he just gives a bear hug to the running back from Worcester Tech, and he says, "Nice to meet you, sir."
Sure, and you know, Coach Murphy's got young guys in there, and they go
They're
right
excited.
for 8 yards, they go left for 10 yards, and then Coach Murphy, you know, sends the house on them, sends the linebackers, and just you know, the kids get in there and make a nice play.
All right, now I'm going to ask you after this play, we want to talk about our peak performer of the second half. So I'll give you a minute to marinate on that, and then I'll ask you about that. Once again, under center comes Fleming from Worcester Tech. Gives it to the first man through. He's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play, so it'll be third down and about 4 to go from the Leominster 40. So they're doing a nice job moving things around, our Worcester Tech. So our peak performer of the second half, Viola's Fitchburg Tire and Service can get you ready for spring with new tires, brakes, exhaust systems, or your seasonal service needs. Let brothers John and Mike Viola help you stay on the road and in the game. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday on Boulder Drive in downtown Fitchburg, online at violatire.net. So, Coach, who do you have for our peak performer of the second half?
That's a tough one. We had a lot of great plays, and Carcione was in a lot of plays on defense. You know, he kind of stuck out with me, and I'm going with him.
I like that as well. I'll also give him a tip of the cap on special teams. He was instrumental in getting great starting field position for the Leominster offense. So I like your call, peak performer of the second half. We're going to give that to Ricky Encarnacion from Leominster. Once again, in the backfield, we have Tech running the ball to the right-hand side of the formation, probably around the B gap. Just for a short gain on the play, it'll be second down and about 9.5 from the Leominster 34-yard line. So right now, just content are the Eagles of Worcester Tech to just chip away, see what they can get.
A minute left, and their coach is just running the ball, and you know, our defense is just playing D, trying to keep them out of the end zone.
Once again, out of the backfield is Ernest Mayu. Nice play on defense by Leominster. Is that Swain and
Braden Martin on the play, 46, I thought that
46, Braden Martin. Nice job by the defense to make sure that they contain there.
Yeah, again, in the 3-4 defense, your safeties are your keys. I mean, you think of the Patriots with the safeties back there coming down to support the run. So that was a nice play by him.
Single back in the backfield, it's May once again. He is moving laterally. He's moving north and south. His arms are going up, but unfortunately, a loss in the play. He's looking for help to get up, and luckily there was a Leominster Blue Devil there to help him. One of his teammates helped him as well. He just put his arms up like, where's my help?
Yeah.
Bring it.
No, yeah, that's a nice play by our guy.
Certainly is.
Him up. Sure.
All right, and that is going to do it for our regulation here from Doyle Field. Leominster victorious, 34-6. Leominster tops Worcester Tech. They were 7-1 coming into this game. We knew that they were looking to have a distinct opponent. They wanted to have a big game, and so they sought out a game like one here at Doyle Field in Leominster. And Division 5 taking on Division 2. On paper, Leominster should win. Leominster comes out and does their job tonight.
Yeah, I think it was exactly what everybody would expect. I think, you know, Leominster, we did a nice job just controlling the game, and obviously we could have possibly scored more points, but I think, you know, Worcester Tech, you got to give them a lot of credit. Their coach wanting to play up, coming out here to Doyle Field and, you know, playing our team. Even though we're struggling this year, we still, you know, we have a good team. We can play football. We've had some injuries. We've had played a tough schedule, and you know, overall it was a good game. I think we got to be happy with the win. It's always good to win.
It's always good to win. We're gonna say thank you to our friends over at Leominster TV for joining us tonight. We're gonna let them step aside for the evening. We're going to step aside for just a few moments as well, and we'll bring you the play of the day, the touchdowns, a little bit of post-game extra, see if we can get some scores from around the region. I'm going to thank Coach Dave, Athletic Director Dave Palazzi as well for his help tonight. And so thank you for everyone here at the K-Zone and Leominster TV for joining us for this Week 9 action. We're going to step aside for just a minute. Don't dare go away. We'll be right back.
All right.
LTV's Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors: Richardson Funeral Home, www.richardsonfuneralhome.net, the Il Camino Restaurant, www.ilcamino-restaurant.com, and by MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.